Welcome back, mortals, immortals, and morally questionable in-betweens. I am Loki, god of stories, prince of mischief, and now, apparently, podcast host. Today I'm speaking with someone rather unique. He's not a god, not a mortal, not exactly sane either, if we're being honest. You may know him as Sentry, or maybe not. He tends to wipe minds just by existing. Please welcome Bob. Or should I say, Robert Reynolds.
Thanks, Loki, for letting me be seen. I guess Bob is fine. It's the name I started with, the one that came before the power, before the chaos. It's simple, human, and maybe that's what I need right now, something real to hold on to. So yeah, Bob works.
So let's start at the center. Who are you, Bob?
Honestly, I'm still figuring that out. I woke up in a warehouse, surrounded by strangers trying to kill each other. I didn't remember who I was. Then I touched someone and everything came rushing in. The shadows, the lab, the pain.
Ah, yes, the Sentry Project. A charming little side venture from Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, that morally elastic puppet master. Tell us, what did they do to you?
They turned me into a weapon. This serum wasn't just to enhance strength. It altered memory, perception, even reality. I was part of their experiment and the only one who survived.
Survived is generous. You imploded emotionally, psychically, cosmically. You turned people into shadows, Bob.
I didn't mean to. When I touched the doctors at Ox Labs, I transferred something, a darkness. It's like there's another part of me, buried deep something, hungry.
The void. Yes, I've heard whispers across timelines, a living shadow born from your own trauma and power. Let me ask you something dangerous, Bob. Did you enjoy it?
No, but part of me did feel free. In that moment, I wasn't scared. I wasn't lost. I was something. But then I saw Yelena's face and I remembered who I was supposed to be. That stopped me.
Yelena Belova, your accidental savior, the assassin with more baggage than a TVA evidence locker. You two bonded?
Yeah, we both carry a lot of pain, guilt, but she fights through it. She helped me realize I wasn't just a lab rat or a ghost. She saw me, even when I didn't.
So let me test your ego a bit, dear Sentry. You flew. You tore a vibranium arm clean off. You sent shockwaves across New York. People are calling you a god. What say you?
I don't want to be a god, Loki. I never did. People, they look at me and see something divine, a force, a savior, or worse, a monster. But I'm not any of those things. I'm just me, Bob, a guy who drank a serum he never should have touched. Every time I try to help, someone gets hurt. Even when I try to hide, it finds a way out. The power, the void. It's like living with a storm inside your chest, always one breath away from tearing everything apart. So no, I don't want to be a god. I don't want reverence or fear. I just want to make it through a day without feeling like a ticking bomb. I want to stop hurting people. That's all I've ever wanted.
You know, for years I wanted nothing more than to be a god, to be feared, adored, remembered. But power doesn't fix the cracks. It just shows them more clearly. And you, Bob, you're not a god. You're something braver. You're still choosing not to give in. That matters.
Then maybe I shouldn't be around anyone. Maybe Valentina was right.
No, she was wrong, and you know it. You were manipulated. She turned your fear into fuel.
She used me, then she tried to kill me when I hesitated.
Ah, the classic spy tactic. Give the monster a leash, but keep your finger on the button. So, did she press it?
No, her assistant beat her to it. But that wasn't the end. When I woke up again, I wasn't me. The darkness took over. I turned into something else. The light was gone and something else, something darker took my place.
Yes, the void. You unleashed a shadow storm, turned People into shadows nearly tore the city apart. But, and this is vital, you came back. With Yelena's help, you fought it, you found the lab again, you chose to stop it.
I had to. I couldn't let it win. I'm still scared it's not over, though.
Oh, it's not, trust me. Shadows don't vanish. They wait. But now, you're not alone. You have friends. Tell me, how do you feel now, knowing you were introduced to the world as the new Avengers?
Honestly, it feels wrong. We're not heroes. We're what's left over. Misfits. Thunderbolts.
Spoken like a true survivor. Let me give you one last question, Bob. If you could erase it all, the powers, the project, the pain, would you?
Yes. But then I wouldn't have met them. I wouldn't know who I really am. So maybe I just want to learn how to live with it.
Fine answer. Very well, Bob. I look forward to watching your next chapter, assuming, of course, you don't implode again.
No promises.
Before we vanish into the ether, I have one final request. Would you care to leave our listeners with a message? Something human or heroic or neither?
To anyone listening out there, if you're afraid of what's inside you, if you feel like you're too broken to be saved, you're not alone. You can't erase the past, but you don't have to live in it either. Keep going, even when it hurts, especially when it hurts.
Beautifully said. That's a wrap, mortals. That was Bob, the man behind the Sentry. He walks with shadows, but reaches for the light. We should all be so bold. Until next time, be safe.
Thanks for giving me a chance to speak. I'm still figuring things out, but maybe I'll be back. Hopefully next time it'll be more me and less the other thing. Take care out there. You're not alone.